Hello guys, welcome back to Programmer's Life. Today I'm gonna start with the OOPS concept. Java is basically on the OOPS concept. OOPS is object oriented programming structure. So basically the theory part of OOPS is basically we're gonna cover in this video is data hiding, abstraction, and encapsulation, and the subpart of encapsulation is tightly encapsulated is a and has a. Basically, it is these tools are inheritance, and these are all for the security purposes. So basically, it is a module one. You can say that. This is the module one, and these all topics are used only for security, nothing else. And code usability is there in this, but it's a concept of oops. So basically these parts are covered. I will cover security. So this is module 1. This is module 1, and it is only used for security, like private and abstraction, and many things are there. So first concept is, what is data hiding? Data hiding is like something after validator or authentication. After validating or authentication, outside person can access our internal data. Suppose you have a login page, username and password are there. So after filling the uh, correct credential, he will only allow to access our data, like a Gmail, mails, and he can access to the mail and all. So for example, like suppose I'm just giving you the basic example. Oops dot concept, and here data hiding is there. Suppose you have a class data hiding, and you want to hide your data. So how you can access your data? So basically, for interview purpose, they will ask you the what is data hiding. The definition is, after validating or authentication, outside person can access our internal data. So this is the for like definition, and if they will ask you for the uh, program, then you can tell them any property with a private variable. Like this is private, name is private, so we are hiding our data. Private keyword is only used for that no one can access our data, but name and private string password. So these are two properties which I set private. That means I don't want to share with anyone. So name and password are the data which I want to hide. So and if you want to access and uh, if you want to set and get the data, then definitely you need a getter and setter. Getter and setter. So how you can control? So for Mac, the shortcut keys is Command Alt. Alt is for altering the options, maybe altering the Command Alter and S. It will give you the source, and then generate getter and setter. If you want getter, then you can only select getter, and if you want setter, then you can use these. Both are there, but if you want both, then there will select all and OK. So this is a basic example of data hiding. So so this one is done. And what is abstraction now? So abstraction is basically used for security. That what is basically abstraction is like we are only highlighting our internal. We are not highlighting our internal implementation. uh, there like for example, if you are switching turning on your fan, so you only just tap a button for on, so you can't see the internal details. So this is abstraction, that we are not highlighting our internal implementation. Or for like, suppose for example is like a ATM machine. So without like affecting outside person, we can change the implementation for the ATM machine. So this is like without affecting outside person, we can able to perform any type of changes in our internal system. So the basic advantage of abstraction is like enhancement will become easy, that we are not affecting outside person, and we can change the internal details. So this is like abstraction is basically used for like for hiding internal details, and we can change outside, we can change internal system. This is for your understanding, like and of course it improves maintainability of the application. Like if you want to change only one thing, then you can change that particular thing only without affecting the others. So it increase maintainability. And third point is like it improve easiness. Easiness is there also. And in section like after validating, the outside person can see our data. This is data abstraction. And the advantage is security is the advantage, because for first module we are only talking about security. And for abstraction, like how we can like implement abstraction, like by using interface and abstract class we can implement abstraction. Like how we can we can implement. So by using interfaces and abstract class, we can implement abstraction. So but interface are fully abstract classes, because 100% pure, you can say 100% pure, because that is all methods are abstract, but in abstraction they are partially abstract, because in abstraction class, like we can give the prototype of the method, and we can also declare the body of that method. So these are partially abstract. And like third one is encapsulation. So what is encapsulation? So like the for example abstraction example I have to discuss. new class in abstraction. For like we can public void m1. Suppose you don't want to give the implementation of m1, like in future I will give the implementation, so it is necessary to provide the to declare this method as abstract, and the return type anything, and compulsory you have to declare this class as abstract. Okay, so and you can also declare as abstract void m2. So as you can see, the abstract classes are always partially partial abstraction, because one method we are declaring as we are only declaring its prototype, and m2 method we are declaring its body too. So m2 is having a body, as you can see, and m1 mm, is not having a body. We are only declare its prototype. And suppose if you are removing this, then it will always give you an error. So it will always say add body or change abstraction m1 to abstract. See, if I use abstract keyword and if add body, it will always give you the return 0 like this. So that's why abstraction are partially abstraction. And suppose you in an interface, uh, I interface is there. So here you can only declare the abstract method. If you are declaring body, then it will always raise compile time error. Like see, remove method body, public and if you will give body, then it will always raise the error. Abstraction method do not specify body, because interface are purely fully abstraction or 100% pure. So it's always whether we are declaring or not, it will always public and abstract will be there. And because we are using public, so we can't, if you will use public, this is actually the higher concept. For it's not for the beginner, but if you are experienced, then you have to know about this. If you are using public, then protected and private you can't use. If you are using, then it will always give you the error. We can't use public, protected, private simultaneously. And if you are using abstract, then 5 modifier we can't use, that is static, native, synchronous, synchronized, and strict FP, and final. If you will use abstract and if you are using static, then it will always raise one error. Remove invalid modifiers. Remove invalid modifier. So among these five, you can use any other modifier, and for public you can't use these two modifier, and for abstract you can't use these. So this is the main difference in abstraction and interface. But by default this method is always public and abstract. So this is the abstraction.